actually right in Jordan Lee. They have a radio show. So it is fairly common. And what's also interesting is that you break the law a little bit, you become famous.
My apologies for that. Technical difficulties. All right. Can you see my screen? Okay. So I'm going to assume yes. Okay, so folks, today I thought was a mixed bag, but for the most part was green. We had some crazy movers like Carvana and Wayfair that shut up the market. And also NASDAQ is up because Apple's just had earnings and they were really good. It brought up the stock. So that's why you see these gains as well. For tomorrow, things are looking good as well on a Friday. And let's hope that you are successful. Okay, 1 second. Give me 1 second again. All right, hopefully you can see my screen now. As you can see, based from this chart, Apple did fabulous on its earnings. It wasn't like great, or like only 2%, but it was enough to do a catalyst to bring the stock up past the resistance of 180, past this area of support of 180. So it broke it and it's in the upside. Leanna, car should be on the notes because it's 114. It also had earnings. 1 second. It had a successful earnings, and even though they guided down, it beat the price. It beat the earnings. So let's see by how much. Actually, no, it didn't. It went worse. But I guess it did the opposite of what you would have thought. It didn't do as great, but the stock got squozen up, which is what we wanted. So it didn't beat earnings, and it was negative.
I knew that was going to happen.
Negative 33%. So yes, we were
going to go the opposite. I'll put on the notes for sure tomorrow.
Yeah, so this is it could even go a little higher than this, but yes, this is a good one for the notes. Wayfair, as you can see, there's a trend with these not really good stocks. You can see that Carvana was 34% up, Car was 20% up, and Wayfair. That tells you there's something fishy going on. And Apple, it went up 8%, which is what we had stated. Open as well. It's above the $2 price range. You can see it shot up in the post market. Oh, it did great, better than expected. 25% of better than expected. It wasn't such a greater loss, and Ms. Green sort of predicted this as well yesterday. You can also see another trend here. Rivian also got shot up, and it's 988, which is a clear area that it likes to resist. So it's slightly below the 50 period at the moment. That's another area that, you know, it usually rejects. Same thing with Beyond Meat. This thing went up close to 7%, 650. This is what we wanted. So again, we said around here, $8, and that's tells you that these things were really chosen on purpose. So let's continue. Last but not least, Coin had a good day. So it's up to 223.70. And Lucid also had a fantastical day as well. And you can tell this should also be shorted because where is this gonna go but the gutter? Come on now. All of a sudden, it's gonna be doing good. You know, it just had earnings. Well, earnings is coming up in, let's see. May 6th. So tomorrow, is that tomorrow? No, next week. Okay. Macy's did fabulous as well. Shot up like a little train. You can see that would have been a great long. I don't know if there was some news on this or news catalyst, but it did very well. Boeing, according to our sources that we watch, are bozos, as we like to call them. This has been having 3 or more up days. So they think it's gonna break out soon and continue to head up. So maybe that could be put on the notes as well for an observation. EBC had a good day as well. We don't like it at this price. So we'll just wait until it goes to the price, but it's chugging along, and it went up to the high of the day was 1350. Sorry, 1343. Amazon. Little volatile at the beginning of the day, but for the most part, it went up. Everything was a green today. Nikete, great as well. As we have said, even though it's kind of bouncing up, the trend on itself based on this is not looking good. So just wait till you get a better price. And or you can take a stab at it, maybe get a few shares and see if it goes down and then average in or whatever. But don't go cray if you're don't get, you know, just wait for the better price.
Miss Munoz, Boeing, I don't know if you saw that article about the whistleblower, the second whistleblower died like randomly. I think Boeing may take another hit. But yeah, that's just, I'm gonna put it to the notes, but I'm looking for it to go further now. I don't know, but it just seems weird to me.
Yes, so we'll keep this under observation. Like we said, we like this area of here, which is what we predicted, see how it bounce up from it. So yeah, let's see if it goes back down there. American 1386, I like that price. May get some more tomorrow. Let's see if it bounces a little bit down, but I have 100 shares, so maybe I'll average in more. I do like playing with Americano, although I should technically be playing with more Dallas because that's the best in class. But I'll get there when I'll get there. Google doing well. Basically today, just anywhere that you hit it was a long. So I won't discuss any of these. Let's see if we got some losers. So Dash was the loser, and Peloton. Dash went down close to, well, it went down 10.50%. Basically, well, where it dropped was from basically the beginning of last night with earnings. So actually you would have made your money more if you had held it overnight going short. But still, if you caught it at the beginning of the day where it bumped up and shut down, and maybe got it out here, would have done well. Peloton, I would have thought that this would have squozen, but it just went to La La Land. It's starting to pick back up. But yeah, if you got it at the pre-market, basically at the top here, close to 381, it went to Gutterland. But I have hopes that it will get back up here to 380 to 4. But just as short any pops, basically.
I could see it coming up a little bit tomorrow.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Just wait at least till it get here, maybe 360, 380. Just wait because it could get back up there. Taco, gonna skip McDonald's. Going down a little bit, slightly. It was up a little bit, but overall the trend on the day was down. But on the daily, you can see it's spluttering here. And earnings, is that tomorrow? Or it already had it? It doesn't let me press the button. Okay. Doesn't let me press the button. I don't know why. Let me
Just
see.
look at it on the chart on the other.
Yeah, let's try here. It lets me the others, but not here. Not here. Anyway, I think it did have earnings Tuesday or something like that. And it
If you go, it's right there. What is this? McDonald's?
There you go, I got it. So 6.30%. That was April 30th, 2 days ago. Beat expectations, and the last 2 days were good. Even today wasn't that bad. McDonald's, sorry, Bank of America is kind of shuffling. It's still above the 50 period, but the trend itself is still on an upward trend. And the bancos have been solid. So I just think it's doing a little bounce-averse to trick people, but it should be going strong. XOM didn't do that well. It's starting to head down to that 115 mark that it has said that it would get up to and then reject or something, or we thought we would reject, but now it's getting back down there. So yeah, it could have tricked you, but if you got it down, for the most part, it went down. Meta. Yep, it's still, even with that, it went down a little bit, and then for the most part, stayed above VWAP, so it did good. And Tesla. Basically, the short was it, and if you got it at the low, go long. So I know somebody who did that, and they did great, so good for them, folks. So yeah, it's been bouncing around here. It's still going down the last 3 days. Will it continue? It likes this area here. It likes this area a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes a little bit up and then goes a little bit down, maybe goes a little bit up. So my prediction is that it's going to stay between 200 and 180, 175 or so. That's the range that it's going to be jumping in and out of for a while. And let's look at Microsoft, and we'll call it a day. Okay, so Microsoft still not doing this as great. It's below the 50, getting closer to the 200. It bounced because of the market, but you can see the doji itself wasn't that strong. And it basically, yeah, stayed within the range, but again, this one was very volatile. It went down, up, down, down, then back up. So very volatile for softy. And Dollar Tree, still on hard buy.
In my mind, all of these tech stocks are going down. They just don't want people to see it. They don't want to acknowledge it. They want to pretend that it's still going off and everything's great.
Yes, so here you go.
But that's fake news, people.
You got it. So back here, We had this line here, hopefully gets back down there and just get some. And I think it will, because Dollar Tree is part of the NASDAQ. And if the NASDAQ stuff is going down, this too shall go down. I won't talk about Freshpet. I won't talk about Roku. We already talked about Google. And basically today was a rough day for me, but we got to keep on going. And I hope you guys have a successful day.
You're making it through, though. You're making it through.
I'm still here.
Yes.
I'm still showing up.
Yeah.
But yes, folks, don't make the mistakes that I did. I got yelled at, or not yelled at, but
Or don't make the mistakes I did either.
Someone told me not to make these mistakes like this and put stops. And I shall listen to that person in more detail.
Yes.
And that's it, folks. Make sure you put your stops, or if you don't want to put your stops.
Especially with a short, you should put your stops, or along with a stock that's caca.
Yes.
If you're going long on a caca stock or any short, you need to have a stop.
Yes, and just get it at a better price and you'll make your money back ASAP. So, and if you don't want to put a stop, then just get out the same day. You don't have, you just do it, okay?
That's the easy thing, to get out the same day.
Yeah, so you don't want to put some rules, that's the rule. That's it. Anyway, folks, good luck tomorrow, and have a successful day and evening, and make sure you put a comment and like and subscribe today.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Thanks.
Peace out.